What is up, Evil Dead fans and everybody else who's watching? What I mean by that is some Evil Dead fans know what this video is about, some do not, and the other people, they're here to watch this because they are in the know. So as the title is described, what is all the ruckus about? This video is about the beef that Johnny Ruckus started with me. Let's get started. Before we get started with the whole story of the situation, let's kind of give a background on this guy. Now, he has a t-shirt company, he sells pins, things like that, like shirt pins and you know, whatever, cosplay t-shirts, you know, describing things like that. That's what he does. He's known for making Ghostbusters things like proton packs and whatever else, and does really good work with that stuff. When he did that stuff, he does the t-shirts now, but and the pins and stuff. So, and he has a shop for that. He has a bunch of his logos and stuff that he has come up with himself. He also has copyrighted stuff that I don't know if the companies know that he's doing it, or if he even has, if he's allowed to do it. I don't know. So, yeah, that's in his shop. So if any of those companies go through his shop and he doesn't have the rights to make that and sell that, so yeah, that's that guy. Just to let you know. Anywho, he made proton packs at one time. Really big Ghostbusters guy. Made really good proton packs and Ghostbuster stuff. Ventured out a little bit, kind of here and there. Anyways, let's get down to the story. So the other day, I get a message from one of the admins of the Knights of Samaria. And they're like, oh, old, I'm just going to call him Johnny Ricketts. So old Johnny Ricketts, he's all mad at me, pissed off at me, because he's coming out with his NWO styled shirt, except the white and black. This is red and black. I did this with Roger Allen Baker back in 2020. This is the original shirt that was a prototype that Roger Allen Baker made with the Ghost Beaters patch, so, or just ironed onto it. So he's releasing this NWO style shirt where it says NWO, and the O is replaced by a Ghostbusters emblem. Okay, cool. His claim is I was copying him. Now I'm really going to dive deep into that. Let me show you the shirt. This is my shirt, my personal shirt. There's only two made. One for me, one for one of the admins of the Knights of Samaria, and these are specifically going to be made for the mods and admins for the Knights of Samaria. I have talked about doing this for almost a year. Almost a year. Now just imagine this shirt, right? But instead of the K, it says N. Instead of the O, it says W. Instead of the S, where the O for NWO should be, is a Ghostbusters emblem. Okay, which he doesn't own the rights to Ghostbusters or the NWO. And if you don't know what the NWO is, it was a wrestling faction from the 90s in WCW, a wrestling company that existed up to about 2000, 2001. So there's a little information for you if anybody's watching and they're wondering what the hell this is about. So what I did is I made a post. And I made a post on the Ghost Beaters showing this emblem. And I made a post on the Knights of Samaria showing the other emblem. Just saying, hey, we're going to be a flashback weekend. The Beaters will be there. Also, the Knights of Samaria are going to be there at flashback weekend with some music behind it. And what happened is some of his buddies or fans of his are on the Knights of Samaria. They didn't do shit about the Beaters. It got reported from that Knights of Samaria deal. So I'm going to show you right now the video from the Beaters and the video from the Knights of Samaria. It's about a 10 to 12 second video a piece. So there's the video right there that was on the Ghost Speeders, and the other one that was on the Knights of Samaria. Now let's see old Johnny Ricketts' post after he contacted the Knights of Samaria admins, and everything was supposed to be good and grand. They thought everything was taken care of, even though they showed him facts that I had no reason to copy him. But this is the post he put out literally minutes after they got off the phone with him, and he put it on his personal page. Let's take a look at that. And for the audience who is just listening and are unable to watch this, let me read it to you. What this little cocky son of a bitch wrote. And this is from Johnny Ricketts. Ruckus tease. I'll say that right now. Ruckus tease. And he puts in quotations, "Hey, can I copy your homework?" And he puts quotations, "Designed by the same guy who said I was a bully and got me tossed from the group and continues to do shit like this." I didn't get him kicked out of the group. That wasn't fucking me, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you that whole story. It's annoying for sure, but I'm mostly just sharing this so everyone can have a good laugh at how pathetic it is that I can live rent-free in everyone's head in the group. And he puts my post down from the Knights of Samaria, and it says, "Rosemont, Illinois, join the Knights of Samaria members for Flashback Weekend, 5th through 7th HorrorCon. I'll be there. Have a groovy time." And have a groovy time. That's all I wrote. That's all I wrote. So, I'm pathetic, huh? You think that you are so... And sometimes I'm going to say you, and I'm talking to him because I know he's going to see this shit. You think you're so fucking important that I'm going to copy you? Guess what, dude? I don't follow you. I don't follow anything you do. You don't build shit. I watch builders. I don't watch t-shirt makers. I don't pay attention to what they do. I don't care if somebody makes a fucking t-shirt. I don't care if somebody makes a fucking pin. I don't care. I don't care. I don't collect everything Evil Dead. I know he made an Evil Dead pin. And I even said there, "Good job. Looks great." Something like that. When he did that, in between a grief period to a grief period, which I'll also talk about. I don't watch what the fuck Johnny Ruckus does because I don't care. Because I'm never going to buy his fucking t-shirts. I don't want them. I'm not going to buy a drinking t-shirt when I know I can fucking take him under the table drinking it anytime, any day, anywhere. I live in the fucking high elevations. For fuck's sake. I would have you gone within an hour. You would be over there puking on the floor. Pathetic. It's not something to brag about, but I know I can. Anyways, so that's what he wrote. After he contacted the admins and didn't have the fucking sack to contact me. It could have ended right there. It could have actually ended when the person who thought I was copying him should have contacted me, and I would have said, "Oh, no, I'm not copying this shirt. This is just what I do. I'm not even selling it." Or Johnny could have contacted me, but apparently his balls are about the size of fucking like that, and didn't contact me. He wants to run his mouth and be worried about what other people think and what everybody else, questioning everybody else instead of going right to the source. That's being dickless. Whenever I have run my mouth, I have at times been wrong, and I always apologize for it. But usually when I'm doing something like this, it's because I know I'm right. And that is the truth. And I'm going to spread a lot of this truth in this video. So, and I'm not dickless about it. When I had a problem with a redheaded guy, I'm not going to say his name, that's in New England as well, I went right with him. Right messaging with him. And when he had a problem with me, I give him this credit. That he contacted me directly. That takes balls. To stand up. To contact people. And I tried to contact Johnny. I did. After this whole thing. After the last part. After that post. I did contact him. I said, "It's on." Now, before we go any further, let's talk about me giving him grief and him getting kicked out of the KOS. The first time I gave him grief is when I was on my old Facebook account, and it was 2 years ago, the Chiefs versus the Patriots. That's when they had Tom Brady on the Patriots, and they were in the playoffs, and the Chiefs beat the shit out of him, and Tom Brady had an embarrassing fourth quarter, and the Patriots lost. Every NFL team's going to talk trash. Nothing's personal. The whole NFL, other than Patriots fans, were fucking excited not to see Tom Brady in the Super Bowl again. So everybody's talking trash, and what does he put down? Well, you guys, I don't think you should be doing this, and have some just being a little bitch about it. And I'm like, you guys had what, 10, 15 fucking years of trash talking? Now finally everybody else has the chance. Our time is now. That's it. I guarantee he talks shit when they went to the Super Bowl every time. Proud of his team, like everybody does. But it is just talking trash. That's all it is. Nothing else. If you take it personal, fucking just suck on your fucking thumb and sit in your bed. Just fucking rock yourself back and forth because you give that much shit to fucking football. And that's in the U.S., of course. It's just sports. It's a game. Of course. So that was that time. Second time. Happened about, I think it was in June, early June. And this is when he got kicked out, too. So Christopher Hamilton, who's a member on both pages, Ruckus puts out a post about the Evil Dead game, about how the record wasn't coming out, and he was bitching about the whole exclusive pack. And so they went back and forth. And it stopped, and then it kept going, right? And Ruckus was doing something or selling something, I don't know. And Hamilton misspelled a word. It was it just came out to Yogaba. And by the way, Ruckus, Ricketts, whatever, your spelling sucks because you fuck up all the time. Yeah, I've seen all the shit that you said about me and this whole situation. I've seen it. I've heard it too. I have all that shit. Seen it, heard it. Because the people that you talk to in the Knights of Samaria, they're done with you, man. They are sick of your shit. I don't blame him one bit. So Hamilton actually writes Yogaba. And so the admins on the KOS, and what Ruckus did is he used Yogaba as like a discount code for something. And he put it on the page. And that was a clear fucking knock to Hamilton. And Hamilton didn't like it, so the admins over there were like, dude, take that down. And I put a post up later because it happened again later that stop this bullying bullshit. If I see this post anywhere, you're out of here. Anybody. You know, if you do if this. And that's all I did. That's all the grief I gave him over that. Was I don't want to see this shit again. Ever. Because it is bullying. So I think a day went by. I have a lot of members who were at the Wolfpack meetup. We're all here. Oh, and by the way, he did get kicked out of the Ghost Beaters that time because there was one member here who really fucking doesn't like him. And I'm like, you're an admin. You can kick him out if you want. It's up to you. And they're like, gone. That's what they did. We don't... The Knights of Samaria is a little bit different. They discuss on why they should kick somebody out, while at the Beaters, it's like, you got a problem with somebody? They're gone. All the admins, they can't argue with it. It's just what it is. Just what it is. So a day went by, and then somehow Hamilton found out he was still using that code. And so Hamilton calls up my friend Chris. If you know Chris, he's not one guy to fuck with. And he's friends with Hamilton. Really close friends with him. He's a Muay Thai fighter. Great fucking dude. If you're friends with him, if you're on the bad side of him, don't approach him. Nice guy, though. Love the guy. So I'm getting ready to barbecue that day. And we're in the shop. We're all in the shop. Or most of us are. I'm sitting like right over there on that couch somewhere. And then Chris comes, not Hamilton, but my friend Chris, barges in, and he's like, motherfucking piece of shit. And some of the things he said, if old Ruckus is watching, you would not like to hear it, because it was pretty bad. He's like, I fucking hate bullies. I hate this shit. I fucking hate it. Fuck this fucking guy. And my friend Chris hasn't liked him prior. Certain situations, that's another story for another day. And he goes, I want him out of the fucking group. Talking about Johnny Ruckus. I want him out of the group or I'm fucking walking. And if you know Chris, he posts a lot. He's not there to just sell his stuff. He's there to post what he's building. He's a great builder. He's worked on movies. Great dude. So he looks at me and I go, dude, I'm just a mod there. Call the admins on the KOS. If you want that taken care of, to call them. And I'm getting ready to barbecue. And this is to the point where old Ruckus gets kicked out. And proving my point that I didn't kick him out. As much as his delusional little squirrel-sized brain wants to believe, I didn't kick him out. I just told Chris to call the admins. And so, while I'm barbecuing, Chris looks at me and he goes, Ruckus is out. And he goes, but the one thing I gotta do is talk to Hamilton and make sure he doesn't do the same kind of shit. Because if you know Hamilton and Ruckus, they're both hard-headed. Half the time, both of them are wrong. But you know, it's just the way it goes. They're two people who shouldn't be arguing. So, at all. Shouldn't happen. Those two guys, never again. You know, it's just, does not work. And so, Chris calls Hamilton, they get that squared away, and that was the end of that. So, to prove my point, I didn't get old Ruckus kicked out. At all. I didn't even kick him out of the freaking ghost speeders. I just pointed the right direction to the person who fucking hates him. And going along those lines of people who like him and people who respect him. Now, there's three groups of people that I know. One is very shallow. There's a group of people who are like, he's an awesome guy, he's a friend, or I really want to meet him because I respect his work and don't know him as an individual. It might be, I don't know how he is in real life. I've never met the guy, but what I've seen online, he sucks. There's a group of people who go, I really like what he did with the Ghostbusters proton packs and stuff, but as a person, he sucks. And then there's another group of people who don't give a shit what he's done or built or what he does now. They fucking hate him. And we all know he puts on the moniker of the cosplayer villain, and he's a wrestling fan, so that's kind of his title he made for himself, his role, things like that. And sometimes you gotta leave the role somewhere else. You do. You honestly do. So with that NFL season of the playoffs, that's one time I gave him grief. The Yo Gaba thing. That was it. Until now. Alright, so let's get back to the story at hand. So I see that post. And I hear from the admins that he wants to have fun with this. So he wants to have fun making me look like a copycat piece of shit and calling me pathetic. Even though he's been told and shown all the proof that I don't give a fuck what he does. I don't give a shit what he sells. I hope he sells as much as he wants. I really don't give a shit. I think he's a giant piece of shit as a person. We know he's got a Napoleon complex and that he always needs to be praised or some kind of acceptance or like better than everybody else. We know that. We've seen that. And there's not a single person out there who doesn't want to be better than somebody else at some point, but he needs that shit all the time. All the fucking time. All the time. I've seen that with other people who have that complex, who attack other people just for the fun of it. And he may not like me. I never gave a fuck about him. Honestly, I was indifferent. I was like, yeah, you know, he can get fucked or he's cool. I don't care. Fuck him now. He can go fucking suck a cock. He's about fucking tall enough for it. I shouldn't do the short jokes. I'm not that tall anyways. I'm like 5'9", 5'10", about 220. That's where I'm at. The whole thing is, it's just, he needs that fucking praise. I don't get it. That is pathetic. And for somebody to have all the evidence that this other person made a design and doesn't give a fuck about what you do, for you to not go, hey man, I get it. This has nothing to do with me. I'll just let it go. But for this person to go, this has everything to do with me. I'm important. Get fucked, nerd. Seriously. Go back to your hole in New Hampshire, Connecticut, where the fuck you live. I have no respect for you at all. I'll never buy your shit. I'll never promote your stuff. If people want to buy it, go ahead. I don't care. It's Facebook. It's live. Buy all this stuff. I don't care. I'm not going to make the choice for you. It's people's choices out there. I don't have anything good to say to you. I have absolutely nothing, because in my life, you're nothing. You're a pathetic little man that runs his little mouth and thinks he's hot shit. But the thing is, you're not. I've learned this a long time ago. We all shit in the same kind of toilet. I see you, I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'll probably just walk right by you, and that's it. That's all I'll do. I'm not going to talk to people I don't like. I don't like to talk to shitty people that like to have fun running people into the fucking ground with no reason, even though the facts are there that you're wrong. That's pathetic, and that's delusional. That's you, Johnny. That's you. And I'm not going to tell my fan base to come after you or anything or make bad posts. I'm not going to do that. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. Because what's the point of that? Now, if your fan base comes after me in this video, that's fine. I'm not going to respond back to it. I don't care. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. So, to wrap this up, Johnny Ruckus and his company, I hope they succeed with selling shirts and pins before they get sued by these companies that own the actual copyright. So have fun with that for a little bit. And I bet you he's pissed off they stopped giving away phone books fucking 5 years ago. But if you ever need a step stool, guaranteed he knows where one's at. Enough with the short jokes. He's a little guy. That Knights of Samaria wrestling style NWO shirt won't be for sale unless it's by an individual basis and approved by the Knights of Samaria admins. I've been doing wrestling shit logo since 2020 with Roger Allen Baker. We even have the Wolf Pack. I even changed the Ghost Meters to the red and black Wolf Pack for a while on Facebook. We even did the DX green. That's what we've done with that. So if you want to say somebody's copying somebody, I did it before you. But 1 million people have done it. I'm not saying he's copying me. But just let them know, I don't give a fuck what you sell, dude. I don't care. Have fun with it. But if you ever put my logo on shit and you post my logo again, you think this video is bad, it's going to get worse. Because I did nothing to you. I didn't kick you out of any group. I gave you a little grief about the playoffs and about the Yogaba bullshit that, guess what? You, Mr. Johnny Ricketts, started. You made that happen. Nobody else. You were being a dick. That's what happened. You were being a straight up little old floppy dick. If old Mr. Ricketts is watching, I will say this right now. Have a nice day and get fucked, nerd, because I don't like you. I don't respect you. I respect that redheaded guy who has a lot of problems over there in New England, who's a problem. I have more respect for him because he came to me whenever he had a fucking problem. You are a little bitch and wouldn't contact me directly, even after I messaged you. So, yeah, you're a bitch. Straight up bitch. And if you don't believe me and you want to go post little things on your fucking Facebook, go ahead. You're just going to make it worse. The best thing you can do is contact me through Messenger and get this shit straight. All right? Have fun selling shirts. To end this video, I am making the stand for the Evil Dead 1 dagger, for the Evil Dead 1 fans who want to know about it. And it's looking pretty gruesome. There's literally only 4 fake bones on it, and probably about 150 real bones on it, and I'm just at the bottom piece. So be excited for that. It's one of the next things I'm doing. I plan on trying to do some filming at Flashback Weekend this weekend because the Ghost Speeders and the Knights of Samaria will be there full force. And come see us. If you're there, we won't have a table. We're just going to be walking around having fun. If you want to have fun, find us. I'll be there. Till next time, you guys stay groovy.